Hi kids, and welcome to another one of Emma's Snippets. Now today I wanted to give you 3 tips on when to know when to speak up, and this is particularly useful if you find yourself being a bit of a people pleaser and you know there's something that needs to be said but you don't really want to be the person that says it in case you upset somebody. These 3 tips will help you gauge whether it is you that should be saying it and whether you should be saying it right now. So the first thing to ask yourself is, does it need to be said? Ask yourself, what is the intended outcome here? If you are to say this thing to this person, what is the fallout? And is that something that you want to happen? What is the purpose of sharing that information? What can they do with the information? So if you're going to say something that they can't do anything with, all you're going to do is put some responsibility on their shoulders and they're going to feel crap for it, then perhaps you shouldn't be saying it. If there's something that needs to be actioned, and perhaps you don't want to say it, but it needs to happen, then yes. Okay, so the first one is, does it need to be said? The second one is, does it need to be said by me? Now, this is quite a tricky one because our egos get in the way here. Either we're the kind of person that's like, yeah, absolutely, this happened in my earshot, I know about it, I should solve it. Or you go into rescuer mode, like I could be the person that helps here. Or you're the opposite and you think, do you know what? It doesn't need to come from me. There's somebody else who could probably say it better. But actually, it is your job. Perhaps you're the manager. Perhaps you're the partner. Perhaps you're the boyfriend. Perhaps you're the parent. It does need to come from you. So the first one, does it need to be said? The second one, does it need to be said by me? The third one, does it need to be said by me right now? Now, picture this, right? You're at home, the other half walks through the door and you've got something you need to tell them and it's important and it's not going to go down very well. And they come through the door and they are livid because their boss pulled them up on the way out. And they are really angry. They feel victimised. They feel like they can't stand their job anymore and they're just in one of those moods. You might think to yourself, do you know what? It does need to be said. It does need to be said by me, but now is not the best time. If I say it now, they're just going to feel attacked. They're going to respond badly. I'm just going to sound like I'm nagging, or perhaps you want to say something, but you're halfway out the door and you're just going to be dropping this massive bombshell and then running. And that's not fair. You're not giving them a chance to respond. So, does it need to be said? Does it need to be said by me? Does it need to be said right now? So have all 3 of those lined up, and if the answer to all 3 is unfortunately yes, then I'm sorry to say, awkward as it is, you're going to have the conversation. If not, perhaps it's not for you to say, perhaps it's not for you to say right now, perhaps it's not to be said at all. Worth thinking about, food for thought, Snippy out. Thanks kids.